sun is setting in Springfield, Missouri. Meanwhile, the University of South Dakota Coyotes getting set to take on the Missouri State Bears here at Robert W. Plaster Stadium on Saturday afternoon. The kickoff scheduled for 2:05. Jay Elsen here in Springfield, joined now by voice of the Coyotes, Joe Van Goor. And Joe, both these teams coming in needing a win in the Valley. And we're going to take a closer look at that now here over the next few minutes. And let's start with a couple of players of interest in this game. Certainly for Missouri State, everything starts and stops offensively with their quarterback, Kiera Harris.
Well, Jay, this is a quarterback that has accounted for 17 touchdowns so far this year, both his feet and his legs. Coyotes have to know exactly where he's at all times. Got to stay in their lanes. They got to find a way to put pressure on him, alter what not let him get into that comfort zone. Try to alter his path on the direction he wants to go.
He is your prototypical dual threat quarterback, certainly. Kiera Harris, very good athlete, this guy, number 10 for Missouri State. A lot of zone read, and the Coyotes have had some success against that at times, and they've struggled against that at times. What's the key to stopping that, or at least slowing it down tomorrow?
Well, I think the defensive line is going to definitely need help from the linebackers. Of course, Tyson Graham Jr. leads the Coyotes in tackles. There's no mistake about that. But, of course, when you have your secondary making tackles, that means teams are getting to the second, maybe even to the third level. I think the linebackers have to be sound. Defensive lines really got to step it up and fill those gaps where they want to go.
Now, passing is not his strong suit, so I think if you can slow down the zone read and force him into a situation where he's got to throw the ball, that could very well play into USD's favor.
Well, USD only has one sack so far this year. We were talking about it coming down. That is the presence that Tyler Starr had, where he got a lot of sacks and the other guys got a lot of sacks because the attention on Tyler. Pressure is going to be a key for that defensive line.
Absolutely. On the other side for South Dakota, one guy that it's hard not to take note of that's going to be out of the lineup tomorrow is tight end Aaron Ramsey, the redshirt freshman, converted quarterback who's really broken out this season as an emerging star, a playmaker for this offense. He is out. The timetable for his return is not real certain as of this point. There's some question marks surrounding his knee and just how much time he's going to need to heal up and get back out there. But certainly a big loss for this offense.
Well, certainly, especially in the short passing game, for like Ryan Sager and now Kevin Earl, that he's back in. But good news on the front, Riley Donovan, who got a hit, got concussed last week, was cleared to play, so he's back in the lineup here. Kevin does have a lot of options, and but Aaron's not going to be one of them. So Cale Barkley will have to step up, not only as a blocker but also as a potential target as well.
And maybe Josh Hale, the youngster out of Wisconsin, stepping in, maybe getting some extended looks at the tight end spot from the pass catching side of things as well. So certainly some options there, but neither of those guys probably from an athletic standpoint really going to replace the offensive production that we've seen out of Ramsey to this point. So we certainly wish him the best. Hope he gets back out here soon because that will be very important for this offense. This guy's got a very bright future in front of him. Now, as we said earlier, Joe, both these teams coming in looking for their first Valley win. They're the last two teams in the league without a conference victory, and nobody wants to be the last one. And so what's it going to take, do you think, tomorrow for the Coyotes to be that one heading home with as happy guys?
Well, this is a Missouri State team that has caused turnovers and scored 76 points off of turnovers. Just ask South Dakota State in the first half up in Brookings last week when Missouri State got out to a 28-10 lead. Can't turn the ball over. I mean, Missouri State's got an All-American in free safety, Caleb Schaffitzel. Dylan Cole at linebacker is excellent as well. These guys cause turnovers. Possess the ball. Keep hold of the football. Don't let these guys get a turnover, get a short field, and score.
And then offensively, just to add to that, obviously, the Coyotes have proven that they're not afraid to take some shots downfield when Kevin Earl's out there playing quarterback. And if you could loosen some things up by hitting a couple of big ones to Riley, to Josh Vandermont, any of those guys, Eric Schufert is a guy that's really come along in the passing game for this team as well. If you can loosen them up and create some extra space for that ground game that's proven so effective for you at times this season, not so much here over the last couple of games, but if you can get Bama and Jasper Sanders going, that could play a huge role in this game as well.
I think, pass protection. I know Kevin Earl got sacked 7 times last week. That did not sit well with the coaching staff at all. got to protect Kevin, and got to give him time to loosen up in the passing game, to let that running game get back into what it's they only had 102 yards rushing, and that was about what Northern Iowa had been giving up. Coyotes are certainly capable of getting more in the rushing game. That will be important in this game.
Yeah, University of South Dakota again taking on Missouri State here tomorrow afternoon. 2:05 the kickoff at Robert W. Plaster Stadium. If you can't get here, if you can't watch it on TV, be sure to follow along. For live updates, I'll be tweeting throughout the game at Elsen MidcoSN. For Joe Van Goor, I'm Jay Elsen. Thanks for watching.